Welcome to Wealth Coffee Chats, folks, for your daily live updates. Get the most out of today's episode by participating in the chat. Make sure you ask some questions, be part of the conversation, have a bit of fun, grab a coffee or a tea, take some notes, and get ready to start your day, folks. Quick few housekeeping rules, though. No spamming, no advertising or self-promotion in the chat. That's not on. Be kind and respectful to everyone when participating. And most of all, have a good time. Real estate investing can be your biggest asset. It also can be your most expensive asset when it comes to getting it right or getting it wrong, folks. It can be time-consuming, stressful, and that's why here at Positive, we have what's called a 6-star team, a full-service team that provides integrated wealth and property investing solutions and services simply designed to help you progress towards your goal of passive income through your property portfolio, folks. Make sure you check out our other podcasts on the Positive Mentor Network. Not only is there Wealth Coffee Chats, there's the Urban Property Investor. Drops every Wednesday with straight talking investing strategies and lessons with Sam Saggers. Property Investor Tales. This is where our clients, you guys, share real life stories from property investing, hosted by some of our advisors and strategists. And that's done every fortnight, dropping every Monday. Wealth, Wine and Wisdom, folks, that debriefs the week that was in the world of finance and property, hosted by yours truly, Jason Witten and Andy Fenton on Fridays. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chats. Marvellous Monday. Hope you're well, folks, wherever you are. If you think it's Get Rich Quick, you're in the wrong place. This is the wrong podcast. This is the wrong live for you. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chat. Hope you're all awesome and well.
Morning, everybody. Welcome to today's edition, the Finance Fridays edition of Wealth Coffee Chat. My name's Cang, if you don't know already. I am the Managing Director for Positive Money. Today, I'm actually going to talk about some of the new initiatives that has been implemented by the government for this financial year. So there are some great opportunities for people who are looking to purchase their first home. This financial year, the government has released 50,000 spots to help first homeowners and single parents. How this is split up is there are 45,000 spots available to metro and regional areas. Metro areas account for 35,000 of those spots, and regional for 10,000 of those spots. They also have an additional 5,000 spots for single parents. How this scheme works is you can deposit as little as 2% all the way up to 10, 15% as you choose. The government actually guarantees this loan for you. The government guarantees the LMI portion, which means that you don't have to pay the mortgage insurance, which can save anywhere between $4,000 and $35,000 worth of mortgage insurance. Now, mortgage insurance is basically insurance for the banks. Once you borrow more than 80% of the value of the property, the banks get you to pay this insurance for them so that they can lend you more money. This insurance does not actually protect you as the borrower in any way, shape, or form. So just keep that in mind. Now, this program or this scheme is actually only available to some of the lenders. So if you want to know more about it, reach out to your finance broker and they should be able to give you a list of all the participating lenders. Now, the other thing I actually want to speak about is that I get a lot of questions from my clients on how banks actually determine how much they can actually lend to you. Basically what that means, so when it comes to lending, the banks look at two things when they look at your application. The first thing that they look at is whether you can afford the loan based on your income, based on your living expenses and all your liabilities. So, for a for a PAYG client, if you're working for somebody else, they'll look at your pay slips and they'll look at all your different liabilities. If you're self-employed, the things that they will look at is, the income from the business, wages you pay yourself, and there are some additional add backs that lenders will look at to help you increase your borrowing amount with that lender. So that's the first component of the lending aspect. The second component that they look at is the asset that you're actually providing. So depending on the asset, they will determine how much they would be able to lend on that particular asset. So what that means is you can be in a position where you can actually borrow more money because you have a higher income, but the banks will only lend you the maximum based on the asset that you're actually providing. Right? And you do have the other side of that where I have clients who have a lot of assets, but they don't declare a lot of income. And what happens in that situation is the question I get, I've got this asset, I've paid off my home, why can't I borrow? Well, the reason why we can't borrow is that the banks don't purely look at the asset, but they also look at your ability to pay back that loan. Okay, so two things that we have to keep in mind when you talk to your brokers and ask them, how much can I actually borrow? And what we do is we work out both of those scenarios, and then we take the lowest of the two. Now, when it comes to purchasing property, the banks always do a valuation. And sometimes this is where it gets a little bit tricky because your contract can actually have an amount, but the valuation can be different. And what lenders don't do in this situation is if the valuation of that property comes back higher than the contract price, they will actually take the contract price. If the valuation comes back lower, they will then take the valuation. Now, that seems a little unfair. I agree with that, but that is how the banks, that's the rules that the banks play with. Right? So yeah, this morning I actually just wanted to share that information because I do get a lot of questions in regards to how much we can borrow and what the servicing amount is. I just want to say a quick hello to Luke and Tor. Thanks for joining me this morning. If you guys do have any questions, reach out to your brokers or reach out to me. We can have a chat about this home guarantee scheme, or we can have a chat about your servicing. Thanks for joining me this morning, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. Morning, Tim.
Episode of Wealth Coffee Chat, folks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a thing when we go live. Improve your portfolio and investing game, folks, with Wealth Coffee Chats live every morning at 8:10 each weekday. Make sure you join us. Previous episodes are also available wherever you get your podcasts, folks, as well as our other podcasts from the 6-Star team here at positivementor.com.au.